What's up, everybody? This is Dale from Upstate Bets and DFS. I'm here with my partner Reoz. We got a five-game slate here on Taco Tuesday. So we're back on Prize Picks as usual. Haven't signed up for Prize Picks yet? You can sign up using promo code Upstate. That'll give you a 100% deposit match on your first deposit up to $100. So a ton of people use the code so far. Really appreciate everyone who's used the code. That's awesome. They'll match you dollar for dollar all the way up to $100. Even if you want to put 25 in, 30, 40, 50, they're going to match that all the way up to 100. And I say Taco Tuesday because over here on Prize Picks, they're super involved in the community and they do discounts on Taco Tuesday. Basically, Kristaps Porzingis here, for example, like his face will turn into a taco, and they'll give him like a discount on his points category. It'll drop down to like 16 and a half, 17 and a half points. Not sure who's going to get it today. Maybe we get like an Embiid or a Giannis taco because that seems like it's going to be a pretty big game. Maybe we get something for Luka against the Lakers. So really excited to see what we get. I like when they go after guys that have like really high volume in the points category because that's my favorite category to target is points because I feel like it's a lot easier to chase volume and how many minutes they're going to play. If you take the focal point of an offense, obviously they're probably going to score a good amount of points. So that's going to be it for me. I'm going to send this over to Riaz. He's going to tell you about the Patreon content.
Yeah, I mean, we Dale's been on a heater over on the Patreon, even on the YouTube. He's been going crazy. I started to get right back on track, getting hot over the last couple of days. A very weird night. A couple of my plays got ruled out late, but it is what it is. It's DFS for a reason. You can find the Patreon at patreon.com/upstate. The month of April is going to be crazy. Highly recommend joining them on the first. There's only a couple more days of March, so I wouldn't recommend signing up now. But we got hit rate articles coming back. I know a lot of people were looking forward for the hit rate articles. We stopped doing them for a little bit, but they're back now. We're going to have hit rate articles for NBA and MLB. That starts on the 7th, I believe, of April. So the month of April is going to be crazy. We got Masters coverage for golf, MLB, NBA. It's just going to be a crazy month. So I highly recommend joining, checking it out. The link will be in the description below. And also the Patreon Discord got merged with the free Discord. That will also be linked in the description below. The Patreon users will have a little bit more access on that Discord. So highly recommend checking it out. You can find it in the description below and also at patreon.com/upstate.
No doubt about that, man. We've been putting in some work over there, so I appreciate everyone that does sign up and wishes to sign up. Really goes really appreciated by us. Thank you a lot for that. And let's dive right into the slate. I'm gonna get to two guys here. Riaz has got two guys as usual. The first guy I want to get to is in the assist category. Probably gonna be a very popular pick amongst other. I'm not going to say analysts, but like YouTubers and whatnot. I'd imagine Cade Cunningham is very popular here today, and for good reason, man. 5 out of the last 5, 6 out of the last 6, if you want to take it for what it's worth. 7 assists against the Knicks most recently. He played in that early game on Sunday. Played at 3:40 Eastern time, and I was on him with Isaiah Stewart. Paired that up. Seemed to work pretty well. I also have two guys on Detroit here today that I'm going to be pairing up. But yeah, love Cade Cunningham. I just feel like it's a tough fade, man. Here against Brooklyn. They're about they're like a middle of the pack defense. Sometimes they look a lot worse than they are. In my opinion, I feel like they're gonna really surprise some people in the playoffs when it comes to defense. I feel like they can play. When we saw that game where Kyrie Irving really locked down on James Harden, so they're just one of those teams that they're gonna dial in for the playoffs. But they need to keep winning games because they want to be able to secure a nice seed in the Eastern Conference. So I believe they're gonna keep winning games. They're gonna keep the foot on the pedal. So hopefully Detroit doesn't get too blown out here, but Cade's got a lot of scores around him. He's a primary ball handler, and especially one guy that's around him that's been playing really well. I hope he gets some assists to him. So I'm going to be riding with Cade here at 6.5 assists.
I'm going to say right here in the same game, 4 assists. I like Kyrie here tonight. His hit rate has been kind of going crazy. I mean, we saw his line sit at 4.5. Now it's jumped up to 5.5. But we saw the 11 assist night against Charlotte. Then 2 games after that, he had 6 and 8. I still like his line at 5.5. I love taking this over. Detroit ranks 19th in assists allowed, and they also rank 29th in point guard defense. Like Dell said, Brooklyn needs to start winning games, and with Kyrie being a full-time player now, he's going to get a ton of run. He's not going to get that court rust for missing a couple days, considering they have 2 back-to-back home games. So now being able to play at home and on away games, he's going to be lighting it up. He's got probably the freshest legs in all of the NBA right now, and the fact that You got someone as good as Kyrie dishing the ball around, making plays for Durant. It's gonna get very scary. Whoever's playing Brooklyn. So Kyrie Irving for 5.5 assists.
Yeah, I really like that line for Kyrie. Definitely a guy with a really high ceiling when it comes to racking up assists. And I'm going to get to someone in the points category, like I said, playing for Detroit, pairing him up with Cade Cunningham. I really like Marvin Bagley the third here. Going against Brooklyn, I think this is one of the soft spots in Brooklyn. I think at this power forward, I guess I can say kind of this dunker position that runs the baseline. I do think that he could thrive really well in the spot. Andre Drummond's been doing his thing, but never been really been known as a huge defensive guy, more just like primarily a rebounder. But I do like Bagley here. I think that he's been playing just really well. I mean, I like the fact that he's getting an opportunity on Detroit, man. I mean, never got the chance to fully unlock himself in Sacramento. He's going out there playing 35 plus minutes in the past couple games, 25, 27 points. Really good line for him. Right now, Brooklyn is 20th in points allowed. Like I said, they're involved in a lot of shootouts. They played Charlotte. The line was like 240 against Charlotte. The line's pretty high here as well. And he's putting up 16 to 14 shot attempts. He's not gonna wow you from deep. He did hit a 3-pointer last game, but at the end of the day, like I said, he's primarily short corner, cut into the basket kind of guy. But if he's going to rack up points one way or another, it's tough to fade this line. So really like Bagley here.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. The last guy I'm going to talk about is over on the PRA. A little bit of a weird pick. Nicholas Batum here. His line's sitting at 10.5. I really like this over. 80% hit rate in the last 10 games. On the season at this line, he's got a 65% hit rate, just playing really good basketball this season. Doesn't get a ton of minutes, but the big thing for me here is he can stretch the floor. He can also grab a ton of rebounds if given the minutes. And at 10.5, I mean, this just seems like such a low line for a team that, I don't know, is kind of hanging around being good, being bad. We don't really know with Kyrie not or Kawhi Leonard not playing at all so far this season, and PG-13 just playing early on and not playing. So there's a lot of rotational guys on this team that fluctuate, being in, being out. And Nicholas Batum is definitely a veteran for this team that gives a lot of spark when he gets onto the court. I mean, we've seen big games already in this last 10, 24 against Golden State, 19 against Atlanta. Two recent games, he had 16 against Denver, 13 against Philly. So very low line. I like this over. I like the hit rate while being 80%.
Yeah, and it's weird because they can randomly just give Batum 25, 30 minutes in this game just because they like the matchup for him. So it's weird with Batum sometimes. I mean, he was balling really early on in the season. He had a lot of lines that we were taking, and now he drops all the way down to 10.5. I know they got a couple young guys in there that they're playing. They want to get. I don't know. They like the way the team, I guess, has been playing with some of the younger guys. But Batum, like you said, veteran presence, and he really can get out there and give you just 12 points scoring wise, hit a couple threes. So really like that line for Batum, and that's gonna be it for us. Those are our guys. Once we first get a taco, I usually do like a 2-pick power. I would pair the taco with over on the Patreon. So I'll wait to see who we get for the taco first. Hopefully we get some guys. And if you're watching this, if the taco's already out, I would suggest probably doing it in a 2-pick. That's how I usually do mine because I don't know. Usually the tacos they usually do hit, so you might as well just pair it up with one other guy. Take kind of I'm not gonna say guaranteed cash, but take one person you're super confident in, pair that up with the taco, and then you're gonna be finding yourself winning some cash. So that's gonna be it for us. We're taking over on these guys, and thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.